I have learned this again while playing tennis, but it's actually a lesson about life. And that is, while we are warming up, we're in rehearsal, it's not the real thing. My game was much better. I'd hit with utmost power and velocity, playing with total abandon, total release, not one care in the world. And that's when my game was in the flow. I was in the flow. My game was the best. My game was the best when we weren't playing for real. When I was warming up with others. I used to play doubles a lot. Most of it was doubles because you don't run as much. And we're warming up. My game was great. And then as soon as the game started and things started getting serious for real, and now people are watching, and you're keeping score. Oh my goodness. And there's going to be a winner and a loser. The controlling ego comes up, trying to take control of the situation, and you're out of flow. And the game is controlled. It's timid. It's no longer as good. And all of you know that from your life. You know that so well. You know what I'm talking about. You're in a released state. You play your life with abandon. Not a care in the world. You go with the flow. Just do your best, win or lose. Doesn't matter. I played even better when I played against the wall. All alone. Nobody watching. Man, that was some good tennis when nobody's watching. Wow. And I thought, why can't I play this way when we actually go on the court, and some VIP shows up, I play even worse, Oh, I want to show this person how good I am. Do you know that from your life? I want to get some approval and be part of the club, part of the team or whatever, and then your whole game is gone. The monitoring, controlling ego mind. That's what I learned about before I played tennis, but especially in tennis, which I only started a couple of years ago, for the purpose of learning about flow. It applies to everything. You can be a stage actor, and you do so well in rehearsal. Everything just flows and goes well. And then the moment you're in front of an audience, things don't feel quite the way they did in rehearsal. That's why you rehearse so often, so that it goes on automatic. But even then, we sometimes choke up. Or you do your work so well until somebody pays you a lot of money for it, and then suddenly you get all tense and anxious and try to do the work well, even though you've done it well 1,000 times. So, of course, this applies to everything. What was my solution for it? Well, the solution was, and I write this in my book, State of Flow, teach it in my seminar, State of Flow. It's one of the lessons. To pretend it's just a game, to pretend I'm still in rehearsal, to pretend I'm still in warm-up. There's going to be another chance and another chance and another chance. This time it's just warm-up. I noticed that not only I do that, but others do it too. Everybody's doing it, okay? In warm-up, everybody's playing freely, hard, and really well, actually, and having a good time, and everybody's laughing. And then you start playing, and it goes down a little bit, and then you come to the crucial points. between sets or at the end of a match, the really important points, and everybody, or tiebreakers, everybody plays so timidly, so controlled, and it's timid and ridiculous, and so much effort, trying so hard. Trying too hard is what gets you out of flow. People try so hard. The ego, the mind tries hard. If you let go of the self, let go of the ego, let go of the mind, things happen all by themselves without even trying. And everything is so easy, looks so easy. So I'd pretend at these crucial moments, these crucial points, that I'm still in warm-up. I just put my consciousness and relocate it to the warm-up phase. I used the same method, by the way, to get rid of my fear of heights a couple of decades ago. Okay, just relocate my consciousness to another place. I'm not actually in heights. I'm not actually jumping out of an airplane with a parachute. I'm actually here and here. And it worked. You relocate your consciousness. I remembered the state I had when I was all alone. Nobody's watching. Nobody's keeping score. It's just warm up. Okay, and often I'd play doubles in tennis, and I'd say to my partners, if we were losing badly, oh, it's just a warm-up, nothing serious. Even if we're winning, it's just a game, because if it's too serious, you're winning, and it's too serious, you might still lose. But with winning, it's often the other side, the other problem, which is complacency, getting tired of winning, getting bored. And then you got to keep focus. But when you're scared of losing and anxious, you got to release focus, release control, and let it happen. Give in. So pretending it's just a game was my method, and you can use the same method. You have to know that with this job interview you're having, there's going to be another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. Another job you can get, and that job you can get, that you have options. If it's the only one, you'll fixate, you'll narrow and become all gripping and grabbing and anxious, which is ineffective, which is out of flow. So, pretend it's just a game because it actually is. You know how it works. You know this from your life, If you're just chatting and having a good time, you might fall in love with that special other. And then if things get serious, and if you get too grippy and worried that you're going to lose them, and they're the only person, and there wouldn't be any other if you lose them, things get sticky, and the person distances themselves from you, and you get more and more grippy. That's how it works, You should always know you have other options. There's another day and another chance. This is just rehearsal. If it's just rehearsal, there's going to be other rehearsals before the so-called real thing, but it's never the real thing. This reality is, mostly illusion. And in that sense, it's all a rehearsal. And if you know it's an illusion, that's how you get into this liquid, fluid, flowy state. So, for more on this, I've created an entire workshop on it, which I host, called The State of Flow. I believe it's the most important thing a person can learn. It makes life worth living. It increases the quality of your life because all the tension is suddenly gone. Well, wow, it's just a game. Oh, okay. You perform, paradoxically, you perform the highest when you know it's just a game. It's not serious. And seriousness is what gets you into this whole muck. You muck up. So muck all that. Muck it. You don't need it. You also find more on this in my book, A State of Flow. My name is Fred Dodson. Have a nice day.